I'm going to give an example, and this is a way of understanding why economists like the idea of an annuity. So imagine your spouse phones you up and says, "Hey, it's your kid's birthday. There's going to be somewhere between 5 and 40 kids that are going to show up for a birthday party. You have one birthday cake." And you have to decide how big of a slice to give each one of those kids as they walk through the door.
I
So,
love it.
kid one walks through the door, and on average, there's going to be about 20 kids that are going to show up to the birthday party. So, do you cut the cake into 20 slices? No, because you know that there could be 40 kids that show up.
Right.
So, you imagine, what happens when that 35th kid comes in the room and you're out of cake, and you have to explain to them that there's no more cake left, and they tell their parents, and you don't get invited to any more barbecues in the neighborhood. So you cut the cake into little small pieces to make sure that you don't run out. That's not efficient. So what if instead an efficient approach would be you make a deal with a bakery. The bakery knows that on average there's going to be 20 kids that show up to a birthday party. They charge you a little bit more for the birthday cake, but they guarantee that if more than 20 kids show up, they're going to show up with a second birthday cake.
Mm.
What does that allow you to do? It allows you to cut the birthday cake into bigger pieces, and you don't have to worry about running out. And if the 21st kid comes in, you're out of birthday cake, but they show up with a second birthday cake.
Mm.
So you cut bigger slices, and no one has to worry about running out. Everybody is better off. So that's the benefit of delegating that idiosyncratic longevity risk to an institution. In this case, a bakery, but you could do the same thing with an insurance company with your retirement income. So you've got this savings and you want to use it to fund your spending every year in retirement, but you're going to cut a small slice of that savings because you're worried about running out. And what
Right.
ends up happening is what economists call unintended bequests. And that means that most retirees who are responsible, they just don't spend their money
Hmm.
because they're worried about potentially running out. Now, what if you could delegate that risk to an insurance company? You could say, "Hey, I got this pot of money. I'm going to pull out this amount of money every year, and then if I run out, if there's nothing left, then you're on the hook. You've got to continue to provide me a check." That's what's known as a lifetime income benefit. So I have my account and it has a certain amount of money in it, and the insurance company is charging me a fee on top of that. That's not a fee, really. That's more of an insurance premium. So
Right.
it is an insurance premium that the insurance company then invests and use it to pay for the income of all of those retirees who lived longer than average. So they take that fee, they invest it, you spend down all your savings. If you're still alive, then the insurance company will continue to make those payments to you from those fees that they collect from all retirees. Everybody's better off. The insurance
Yeah.
company is able to earn a little bit of a profit. You're able to spend more from your savings every year, and you don't have to worry about running out. I like to call it the Long Life Income Club. By joining the club, you can spend more every year and worry less. And that's the annuity puzzle. The reason why those of us who study this stuff, we're at a loss to be able to explain why more people don't buy an annuity, especially to fund those expenses that are what we like to call inflexible. So
Yeah.
things that don't bounce around over time. I've got to make my property tax payments. I've got to pay for health care. I've got to pay for food. I've got to pay for transportation. I've got to fund a certain amount of expenses every year. I could either try to fund that myself using low volatility investments like bonds, or I can create this long life income club with other retirees that'll allow me to spend more every year and I won't have to worry about running out.